Let's start in a seated position, either cross-legged or kneeling. And if you're listening along to the Spotify playlist, I'm going to start it now on my end. And welcome to Zen Dog Yoga. This should be really fun. Hopefully Shadow will cooperate. The Siberian Husky, if you hear some wailing, it is him being impatient. But we'll start to ground down wherever you are, sitting onto your sit bones. Start to close your eyes. Maybe bow your head forward gently. Just lifting up through the crown of your head. And start to connect with your breath. We'll take a couple of deep cleansing inhales and exhales to start our practice. So exhale out any stale air. Take an inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale out the mouth. Deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Last one, deep inhale. And exhale. Letting go of any tension. And then seal your lips. Breathing through your nose for the rest of class. Start to flutter your eyes open, and then we'll make our way to child's pose. So coming onto your knees, separating them wide. Big toes together. Start to reach your fingertips forward. Option to rest the forehead on the floor. Separating the fingers wide. Once again, starting to feel grounded. Listening to your breath. And then slowly start to walk your hands over to the right, maybe off your yoga mat, maybe stacking your left hand on top of your right. Trying to sit back onto your heels. Just breathe into the stretch. Walk your hands through center and then over to the left, maybe off the mat. Once again, option to stack the right palm on top of the left. And let your chest feel heavy. Come here, Shadow. Walk your hands back through center. Maybe flip your palms up to feel a slightly different stretch in the shoulders. And if your palms are flipped, place them flat on the mat. Shift your weight forward into tabletop. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And just start to move your hips to the right and the left. Letting any pops come out. Pausing in center. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Big arch in the spine. And exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, Press the ground down, lift the back. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round your spine. Coming back through center, looking down between your thumbs, extend your left leg behind you. Inhale, lift your heel up, flex your left toes towards the mat. As you reach your right arm forward, keep your gaze down, back of the neck long, actively extending through the heel and the fingertips. Next inhale, really reach a little bit farther out. And then exhale, bend your knee, bend your elbow, bring them through center, maybe they touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend it in. Inhale, extend out. And then exhale, lower your right hand, bend your knee, lower it to the floor, switching sides. So reach your right leg back. On the inhale, lift your heel in line with your glutes, toes point down. Left arm reaches overhead, bicep by the ear. Holding here, remembering to breathe. Inhale, reaches out a little bit farther. Exhale, bend your knee, bend your elbow. Bring them through center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower the left hand, lower the right knee. Take a cat-cow once again. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Coming to a neutral tabletop position. We're gonna walk our hands forward for puppy pose. So just being really gentle here. So slowly start to extend your fingertips forward, keeping your hips over your knees. And just reaching either your forehead, your chest, towards the mat, big shoulder opener. And if it's comfortable, you can lift your chin up, looking forward, just being mindful of your neck. Take a few deep breaths here. And slowly start to release out of the stretch, walking your hands back towards your tabletop position, tucking your toes under, straightening your legs, lift back for downward facing dog. Hi, Shadow. Lifting your hips towards the ceiling, taking whatever bend you need in your legs to create a long, straight spine. Looking back towards your toes, maybe walking your heels up and down. Really spreading your fingertips wide to create a strong foundation. And if you're walking your dog, find some stillness. We're gonna flow between down dog and plank. So on your inhale, look forward, slowly come onto your toes and lower your hips down into a high push-up plank position. You might need to walk your hands or feet out a little bit wider. Hold here. And then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale high on the toes, round down into plank. And then exhale, press it back to down dog. Inhale, lower down to plank. Engage your core, engage your thighs. And press back to downward facing dog. And just hold here for a couple breaths. Option to separate your feet wide, holding here, or you can lift your right hand and reach for the outside of your left leg. For a down dog twist, maybe the outside of the shin, maybe the outside of the ankle, maybe let out a howl. Coming back to center if you're twisting, lift your left hand and reach for the outside of the right leg. Trying to keep your hips square, using your arm to twist. And carefully releasing, walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Look forward on the inhale and slowly start to walk your feet to the top of your mat for a forward fold. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll, lifting your hips towards the ceiling. Letting your upper body sway from side to side. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no. Thinking about releasing tension, releasing stress on every exhale. And if you have brought any movement to your forward fold, find stillness, release whatever bind you have and take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. So hands press into the thighs or the shins, gaze is down between the toes, flat back, and just hold here, actively engaging your legs. And then exhale, forward fold, reach for the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Place your hands on your hips and slowly come up to standing. Heel toe your feet to touch, palms facing forward. Inhale, circle sweep your arms overhead. And on the exhale, reach your right arm back, left arm forward for an open arm twist. Keeping both hips pointed forward, shoulders pointed forward. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, switch sides, left arm behind, right arm forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows into a goal post for a cactus back bend. Lift your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, big swan dive forward, reaching for the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, press into your legs, flatten your spine. Exhale, forward fold, hands come flat, feet step back to high plank push-up, going straight into down dog, or if you want to flow, bending your elbows, lowering halfway, tucking your toes, lifting your chest for upward facing dog. And exhale, make your way back to down dog. Inhale, look forward, step to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing tall, reaching up. Exhale, right arm goes back, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows wide, back bend. Not sure Shadow loves Zen Dog Yoga. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands go flat, feet step back to plank, flowing through a chaturanga or lowering, pressing back to downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing tall, weight in the heels, reach up. Exhale, right hand back, left arm forward. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. You might need a treat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows wide, chest lifts. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold, hips lift up. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down, feet go back. Once again, pressing back to down dog or bending your elbows for chaturanga, up dog. Making our way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog, and then bend your knees, stacking your hips, bringing your right heel towards your right seat. Maybe roll out your ankle, maybe roll out the hip. Making sure to draw little circles in both directions. Inhale, straighten your leg, hips point forward. Exhale, carefully bring your right foot between your hands for a low lunge. So back leg is straight and strong, high on the back toes. Letting your hips start to sink towards the floor, gazing down or gazing forward. We'll carefully come down to the left knee and tuck the back toe, and using your core strength, lifting your arms overhead, reaching for a back bend or pressing into your thigh. Shadow. Sorry about the howling. I think he might be a little hangry. Take one more inhale, reach up. Exhale, shoot the hips back, flex the right toes. Maybe open the door. Feeling the stretch behind the leg. Next, inhale, shift your weight back forward. Hands frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, straighten your back leg, coming back into that low lunge. Left hand goes down, right arm reaches up for a twist. Gazing towards the floor, maybe up towards your fingertips. Carefully lowering the right hand down, pressing back to plank, making your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Maybe a chaturanga, maybe a child's pose. Meeting in downward facing dog, weight comes into the right foot, lift your left leg high, bend your knees, stack your hips, and once again, roll out your ankle, maybe roll out your hip. Equal weight between both hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, toes point towards the mat, and then exhale, step your left foot between your hands at the top of your space, low lunge. High on the back toes, really straightening out your back leg if you can. Holding here for a couple breaths, opening the hips. And carefully lowering onto that right knee. Untuck your back toes. Use your abdominal strength to lift you up for a crescent moon lunge. Hips press forward. Lots of options for where you put your hands. Taking one more deep inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, shift the hips back, flex the front toes. Try to straighten the left leg as much as you can. Hinging from the hips. Lowering your chest towards your leg, really nice. Inhale, crawl your fingers forward, tuck your back toes under, straighten the back leg. Right hand flat to the floor or on the fingertips. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling for a low lunge twist. Gazing up or towards the floor. Breathing here. Carefully lower the left hand down, step back to plank, maybe taking one more chaturanga or just pressing right back to downward facing dog. Once we're all in down dog, carefully come back to tabletop and then make your way to a seat. So extending your right leg out to the top right corner of your mat. Left foot comes to the inner right thigh. Square your hips towards your right foot. Inhale, reaches the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Trying to bring your forehead towards your knee. Relaxing your face. Returning to your inhales and your exhales. And carefully release. Inhale, reaching your arms up, switching sides. Left leg extends out to the top left corner, right leg to your left inner thigh. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, hinge from the hips. Placing your hands around whatever is accessible, the thigh, the calf, the foot. Maybe start to fold a little bit deeper. And slowly start to release. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale them to your sides, scooting your glutes to the center of your space, making our way onto our backs. So feet flat to the floor, hip width distance, arms reach forward, and slow and control, use your core to come down onto your back. And when your shoulder blades hit the ground, let your gaze go up towards the ceiling, palms up, bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees fall out wide for a supine butterfly stretch. You can place your hands, one on the belly, one on the heart, or you can keep them by your sides. Maybe close your eyes just for a couple breaths, listening to your heartbeat, feeling the rise and fall of your belly. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Use them to bring your knees together and then lift your legs towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins, maybe reaching for opposite elbows. Take a little gentle rock from side to side. Finding some stillness. Keeping your right leg bent in towards your chest, reach your left leg long, let the heel rest on the floor. Flex both feet, actively pulling your right leg closer to your chest. Making our way into a twist. So bringing your right leg over your left. Keeping both shoulder blades pinned to the floor. Maybe open the arms to a T, or you can make a goalpost. Letting your gaze be soft. And slowly start to release, coming back through center, hugging your right knee in towards your chest, and then bring your left leg up to meet it. Give both legs a squeeze, and then extend your right leg long. This time pulling the left leg towards your upper body. Both toes are nice and flexed. And on your next exhale, bring the left knee over to the right for supine twist. Once again, extending your arms into a T or opening them like a cactus for a deeper chest opener, looking off to the left or straight up towards the ceiling. And using your abdominal strength, coming back through center. Hug the left knee in, then bring the right knee up to meet it. Give both a squeeze. Bring the soles of your feet up to face the ceiling. Separate the knees wide to the outsides of the ribs and reach for the outer parts of the thighs or the outer edge of the feet for happy baby. Really try to press your entire spine flat here. So sacrum to the back of the neck. And maybe add in a rock from side to side if that feels good. If your hips and legs are feeling open, you can straighten one leg, straighten both legs. Doing whatever feels good for your body. And if you're rocking your baby, find some stillness, bring the feet together, bring the knees together, wrap your arms around your legs one last time. Take an inhale, lift your forehead towards your knees, tense up every muscle in your body, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open mouth, releasing into Shavasana. So extend your legs long, toes flared out, bringing your shoulders away from your ears, getting out any last little movements, finding stillness in your body and in your mind, closing your eyes down, giving yourself permission to fully relax, to fully restore. We'll slowly start to reawaken our body, first taking deeper, fuller breaths. And as you're ready, start to bring little movements back to your body, shaking your head from side to side, wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your ankles and rolling out your wrists. Bring your feet to touch, toes point forward, arms extend overhead. Take a deep inhale, stretch tall. And on your exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Rolling over to your right or your left side, making a little pillow with your bicep for fetal posture. And then pressing your way up to a seat the same way that we started this morning. Sitting cross-legged, hands can rest facing down to feel more grounded, or flip them up to feel more energy. Once again, closing your eyes down. Sitting tall, reconnecting with your breath. Finding some gratitude before we close out our practice this morning. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for each other for showing up. Bringing your hands to your heart center, bowing your head forward. Let's end with one cleansing breath together. So deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye center. We bow forward. Namaste. Right on cue, Shadow.